We're very big fans of IKEA.
IKEA is hiring 250 positions.
Furniture giant IKEA.
IKEA here in Tampa is giving these out for free, but if you're uncomfortable,
I'm sure a lot, if not all of you have heard of IKEA, the Scandinavian company behind ready-to-assemble furniture and houseware. But if you haven't, here's all that you need to know. As of Feb 2023, the company has 462 stores across 62 countries. They made a total of $44.6 billion in retail sales last year and currently employ around 231,000 people all over the world. Needless to say, IKEA is massive. An average IKEA store can cover close to 300,000 square feet or nearly 7 acres. And all of this was achieved by just selling affordable furniture and houseware. Hey there friends, it's Rahul here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, a big welcome to the Filter Coffee Finance family. Today, we're taking a little bit of a detour from our usual videos in the world of finance, investing and exam prep. Instead, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of IKEA. Now, some of you may think of IKEA as the place where you go to if you're looking for a new bookshelf or desk, or maybe you're just craving some of their iconic Swedish meatballs. But have you ever wondered the story behind the company? How did a small business founded by a 17-year-old in rural Sweden evolve into a global household name? Today, we'll be unpacking the innovative business strategies that have propelled IKEA's remarkable success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a business student, or somebody who's assembled an IKEA bookcase, just stick around. There's so much to learn when studying IKEA. Make yourself comfortable and grab a cup of coffee or maybe a plate of Swedish meatballs and let's get started. IKEA was established back in 1943 by a 17-year-old entrepreneur named Ingvar Kamprad. Ingvar was what we call today a serial entrepreneur. His journey into entrepreneurship began when he was 5 years old, when he went to Stockholm with his aunt to buy matchboxes in bulk and then sell them back in his hometown. When IKEA started off, they didn't even sell furniture. In its early years, IKEA sold a variety of goods including pens, wallets, picture frames, watches and even jewelry, basically whatever Kamprad could sell at a discount to make a profit. The business began to focus on furniture in 1948, responding to a demand for inexpensive yet stylish home furnishings in Sweden. This was a decision that would forever change the course of the business we call IKEA today. So, where does the name IKEA even come from? Trust me, you wouldn't even be able to guess it. IKEA is an acronym derived from Ingvar's initials IK and the first letters of Eltherid and Agunarid, the family farm where Ingvar was born and the village where he grew up. From the very start, Ingvar Kamprad focused on selling his products at the lowest possible cost to customers. Initially, the whole company operated on mail order. Mail order businesses used to serve their customers by showing them a product catalog and then delivering the product to their doorstep without the need for a physical retail store. Customers had to place orders over phone or by mail for the product that they wanted. All of the items in IKEA were listed in a catalog under different names, something that was uncommon during the time. You see, Kamprad was actually dyslexic and this made keeping track of serial numbers nearly impossible. So instead of using serial numbers, he would come up with creative names in Swedish for each product in his catalog. And that is a tradition that continues to this day. In the early 1950s, business was growing steadily. But you see, without a physical store, customers found it hard to trust mail order products. It wasn't until 1953 that the first IKEA store was opened in Älmhult. One of Ingvar's reasons for opening the store was so that he could study his customers' reaction to his product and see if he could improve their overall experience. And the level of detail that IKEA followed was nothing short of incredible. One thing that IKEA knew about furniture was how expensive it was to transport it. Back in the 1950s, most furniture in Sweden was transported pre-assembled or at the very least poorly packed. This resulted in there being trucks that were barely filled transporting furniture. The chance of getting a damaged product was very high when it was transported this way. So how did Ingvar Kamprad come up with a solution for this problem? One of the first employees of IKEA was attempting to load a large table into a car for delivery. After struggling to fit it in, he realized the best way to get it into the restricted space was to remove the legs and then load them separately under the tabletop. This got the brains at IKEA thinking, what if we shipped all our products this way? The person credited with inventing flat-pack furniture is Gillis Lundgren in 1956. Using flat design principles, IKEA began designing all of its products with the key aim of increasing packing efficiency. From the start, it was not just about cost cutting, but also environmental responsibility. These gains in efficiency not only drastically reduced the company's transport costs, storage costs, cost due to damage, and the company's CO2 emissions, it also gave customers the chance to reassemble the furniture themselves when they got home. So cool, right? One of IKEA's most remarkable and ingenious strategies is that they leverage something that is now known as the IKEA effect. This is a cognitive bias in which customers place a higher value on products that they built themselves. Now, how does this concept work and why does it matter? When customers invest their time and effort in the creation of a product, it increases their sense of accomplishment. You derive satisfaction from being able to build something on your own. It is almost like you look at the table or desk as your own creation and have an emotional connection with it. This connection enhances the perceived value of the product. In other words, it's not just a piece of furniture anymore. That table is your own creation. This bond can drive customer loyalty because customers have a stronger connection with things that they had a hand in creating. In IKEA's case, it is $44 billion worth of brand loyalty. Using the IKEA effect is one way to build a loyal customer base. But how do you sell to your customers? IKEA stores are generally massive, covering the area of at least 2 cricket fields. These superstores are situated on the outskirts of the city, and getting there might not be a quick operation. This is exactly what IKEA wants, by the way, for customers to come in and spend their entire day in their store. In addition to being unbelievably massive, there's another feature of IKEA stores. All stores are a carefully designed pathway that takes customers through a complicated maze. In this maze, there are numerous showrooms and themes that will give customers an almost immersive experience of how their home will end up looking. This unique shopping experience makes customers feel immersed, ensuring that they see a vast array of items even if they came in for a single product. In addition, especially in Europe, each IKEA has a fully functioning kitchen that serves Swedish food for all customers. That makes sense, doesn't it? After spending the whole day in a captive environment, customers will get hungry and probably need to recharge themselves with some Swedish delicacies like meatballs. The restaurant is so good abroad that people sometimes go to IKEA just to enjoy a meal. Speaking about enjoying a meal, here's a trick that IKEA uses to give all its customers the feeling of ultimate satisfaction when they buy a product. Imagine walking into an IKEA store looking for a desk. You find a basic desk selling for Rs 3,000, a decent product for the cost. However, your eyes catch 2 other desks, a bigger desk priced at Rs 6,000 and a premium desk priced at Rs 8,000. At a first glance, the Rs 6,000 desk appears significantly overpriced. It has some upgraded features compared to the basic desk, but it doesn't justify the doubled price. This is the decoy. Its role is not to be sold, but to make other options seem more appealing. The premium desk, on the other hand, is an attractive proposition. Priced at Rs 8,000, it not only offers superior design and functionality, but also includes free add-ons such as an elegant desk lamp and a cushion stool. The price difference between the decoy and the premium is just 2,000 rupees, a small increment for the much better quality and freebies. This is where the value model of IKEA's pricing strategy just shines through. By placing a high quality product with additional benefits next to an overpriced decoy, the premium desk suddenly seems like a steal. What IKEA is indirectly telling their customers is that for a relatively slight increase in price, there is tremendous value in option C. Therefore, premium customers are more likely to opt for the premium desk because they perceive it to offer more value for their money. But that's not where the story ends. IKEA understands that a young engineer who just moved into Bangalore will not be able to afford the 8,000 rupee desk. His needs will be more than fulfilled by the 3,000 rupee desk. But when he does make the purchase, IKEA wants his customer to feel good. Even though the 3,000 rupee desk is a low margin product, IKEA will not try to make a quick buck by scamming the young engineer. Using the decoy effect here doesn't just make option C look great, it makes option A look great for a completely different kind of customer. By default, the budget buyer buys the more affordable desk and the premium customer buys the premium desk. This is where IKEA's skillful application of the decoy and value pricing models nudges customers towards spending more than they initially intended. This strategy can actually be quite simple to implement if you have just a handful of products to sell. But IKEA literally does this with all of its products, right from boring desk lamps all the way up to kitchen cabinets and living room sofas. A business cannot maintain this level of attention to detail unless it has superior control over its entire supply chain, right from sourcing of materials to the way its products are designed and manufactured. IKEA's relationship with its suppliers is a crucial aspect in its competitive advantages. The company maintains around 1,000 direct suppliers across 50 countries all over the world and delivers the same product worldwide at the lowest possible price, without any defects. All of these things are not easy to do and companies need to think out of the box for such a project to be successful. One of the key aspects of IKEA supplier relationships is the implementation of their IKEA way of purchasing, which is the company's code of conduct for suppliers. Furthermore, IKEA involves its suppliers in the product development process. This integrated approach not only helps to create cost-effective products, but also leads to long-term creativity and innovation. By encouraging its suppliers to be a part of the design process, IKEA can streamline the entire production and minimize all sorts of costs. This unique relationship has played a tremendous role in IKEA's global presence and its reputation as a sustainable and responsible brand. And there you have it, the story of IKEA, a company that started from humble beginnings and yet transformed the world of furniture retail. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this week's video on Filter Coffee Finance. This is actually the first time that we've done a business case study, and I'm actually really glad that we started off with IKEA. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you found this video useful and informative. Thanks for watching, dear friends, and until we meet again, this is Filter Coffee Finance signing off.